How are you all after a weekend? Feeling energetic or drowsed? Many of you seem to me drowsed still. Hmm? No? Good. So I'm sure many of you must be liking the pasta. I'm just making you energetic by adding some kind of like your flavorable dish, sharing a recipe with you of your flavor, your dish of likeness. Should I share the recipe of your favorite dish? Do you like pasta? Okay, let's have a start by sharing a recipe of pasta with you, okay? I hope you must be able to see the recipe for the pasta. Like you can see, this is boneless chicken, and then all the ingredients. Ingredients means the things which are added while making the pasta, like tomatoes, onions. These are all in slices. They have been chopped. Like these, this is a garlic. Now he's marinating the chicken. This is the boneless chicken cut in pieces, and he's marinating it. How we marinate the chicken? By putting some spices on it, like he sprinkled the black pepper on it. He sprinkled the black pepper on it, and then chopped garlic on it. Now you can see the boiled water. Maybe the pasta is there inside. Yes, the pasta is going to be boiled. It is simmering. Like you can see, the heat is very low. The temperature is very low. When the temperature is low, we say that simmering. The pasta is simmering. Simmer means when the heat is low. Now you can see in another pan, he has put some oil. The oil is going to be heated up. Maybe he is going to put some chicken into it. But before he put the chicken, he has put some chopped garlic into it. You can see this chopped garlic and then chopped onion. These vegetables are also simmering. Simmering means he's cooking them in a low heat or a low temperature. You must have seen your mothers also many times they are simmering, simmering the vegetables. Now after simmering the vegetables, he has put the marinated chicken into it. You can see this marinated chicken. He marinated the chicken for some time, and then he poured it into the simmered vegetables. You can see now he's going to fry it. The color of the chicken is going to be changed, maybe into brown. And you can see the pasta is in another pan. It is boiling on a low heat, simmering. Then now you can see he's pouring other vegetables into it, like chopped tomatoes, then chopped onions again. And he's cooking it at a low heat, like simmering it. He's simmering all these things, the marinated chicken and the vegetables. Look the color of the chicken and the vegetables. They look so beautiful, vividly colored. They look vividly colored, vividly colored, giving bright look. He has sprinkled some other spices like red chili into it. Again, the color is looking so beautiful, vivid colored. So many colors into it: red, green, white, brown. So, do you think it is looking vividly colored? The pasta is looking vividly colored. Now he's checking the meat if it is cooked or not. Yeah, it's almost cooked. Let us see what he does next. You can see the pasta is there in the pan. It is going to be boiled. He's waiting for the time for it to be softened. Yes. Let us see what he does next. Maybe he's going to add something more into it. Yes, your favorite ketchup. You like the ketchup. See how much ketchup he has poured into the pasta. It looks vividly colored. It added more color into it, looking so beautiful. See, the color of the pasta is going to be changed. Sorry, the color of the meat, along with the vegetables and the spices, and then with ketchup. This is a kind of dressing for the pasta he's making. Are you enjoying the recipe for the pasta? This is the way you are going to learn the recipe for the pasta. Now see the pasta, he's pouring the pasta into it. The pasta is almost like it's softened, and it has been boiled. After boiling it out, after straining it, straining means when he drained out the water out of it, drained out pasta and strained pasta, strained and drained out pasta, he has poured into the chicken. Now he's stirring it and simmering it, cooking it at a low heat. You can see the pasta is almost going to be ready now. So this is the way that the people make the pasta. Your mothers must also be making the pasta this way, I'm sure. Yes, and I'm sure you must have enjoyed this recipe. Have you enjoyed this recipe or not? Now you must be thinking about that what actually our lesson of the day is. Yes, actually our lesson of the day is also about pasta. You would learn about the recipe of the pasta, but there are many other things also. You can see the title of the lesson is Kindness in Return. The very title shows that someone has done some kind deed to someone, like someone has shown some kind of care to someone, and in return he has gained what? He has gained some kind of satisfaction of heart, and also happiness. Obviously when you give the kindness to someone, or you give care someone, in return you get what? Satisfaction of heart, pleasure, pleasure of heart. So this is what you get in return for the kindness. Now let us see that who actually, the title of the lesson is quite reversed. I have shared the recipe with you. Now let us see that who has made the pasta in this lesson, and how he has made the pasta, and for whom he had made the pasta, and why he has made the pasta. See the title of the lesson, Kindness in Return, Unit 4. This is the page 22. Now you open your books on the page 22. You all open your books on the page 22. Yes, it was Sunday. Haris was reading a storybook in his room. I'm reading this text, please. You just concentrate on the text. Everyone. It was Sunday. Haris was reading a storybook in his room when his stomach growled with hunger. When his stomach growled with hungers mean that he was feeling extreme hunger. He was so much hungry that some kind of light voices could be heard from his stomach. Like when your stomach is empty and you have not eaten anything for long hours, then even you can hear a slight voice coming out of your stomach. Can you hear that kind of voice from your stomach coming out? Actually, this voice is an indication, and it tells you that you need to eat something, that you are hungry and you need to take something just to be energetic and do the work. Okay, so his stomach growled with hunger. It means he was feeling so much hungry that he could hear the slight voice coming out of his stomach. He looked at the clock. It was 1:30 p.m. The pasta must be ready by now, he said to himself. His mother had promised him last night to cook pasta for lunch. He ran downstairs into the kitchen, but mother did not cook pasta yet. She was not in the kitchen either. Now the day was Sunday, the time was 1:30, exactly the time for the lunch. 1:30 p.m. is the time for the lunch. So obviously he was feeling so much hungry because he had not eaten for the longer hours. So he was feeling so much hungry. Out of hunger, he comes to the lower floor. Lower floor. Downstairs means to the lower floor. Maybe his room was upstairs and he comes down just to check in the kitchen if his mother had made the pasta for him or not. Because on Saturday night, it was a Sunday, and on Saturday night, his mother made him a promise to Haris. I'm talking about Haris because the first character we have been introduced, and that is Haris. His mother promised him that she would make the pasta for him. So he very quickly goes to the kitchen to check if his mother had made the pasta for him for the lunch. But to his surprise, where is mother? He muttered. Muttered means he speaks to himself that where is mother? As he looked for her in the house, just then he heard his father's voice. Your mother is unwell today. Your mother is unwell today. She is running a fever, so she cannot cook pasta, he said. I don't know. I want to have pasta for lunch, said Haris stubbornly. Now, when he approaches the kitchen and he enters the kitchen, he saw that his mother is not there. He speaks to himself that why she is not there. She promised him that the last night or the Saturday night that she would make the pasta, but she's not here. When he was speaking to himself, his father saw him and heard him saying this. He told his son that his mother is ill. Running a fever means that she is ill. She has got a temperature. So, because she is running a fever or she is unwell, she is ill, she cannot make the pasta for him. But Haris, because Haris has actually made his mind, he had made his mind that he would eat pasta for lunch on Sunday. So he was not ready to give up. Stubbornly means when you are not ready to give up your opinion, when you are not ready to change your mind for the things, that is called your stubborn attitude. He was stubborn. He wanted to eat pasta at any cost. My son, just tell me, when you fall ill, does your mother ask you to do things for her? Asked his father. Now, this is the dialogue of his father. His father asked from Haris that, what about you? When you are ill, are you able to make the things or are able to do the things for your mother? No, she does not let me get out of the bed when I am ill, replied Haris. Now Haris says, yes, father, you are right. When I'm ill, when I'm running fever, when I'm unwell, my mother does not even let me to go out of the bed. She does not want me to do anything. She wants me all the time to take rest and be on the bed so that I recover from my illness very soon. So, why do you want your mother to cook when she is not well? Asked his father. Now his father asked that why do you want your mother to cook the pasta for you and you are not ready to change your mind? You're not ready to give up for the pasta when you have heard from me that she is ill. How in illness she is able to make pasta for you? Now listen the dialogue of the Haris. I'm sorry for being so selfish. She is very caring and loving. I must also return the same care and love to her, replied Haris. Now, this time Haris realized his mistake. He realized that he was so much selfish. Selfish means when you only think about yourself and you're not thinking about the other people. This time Haris realized his mistake that really he was selfish and he was only thinking about himself and he was not thinking about his mother. That his mother is ill and she is not able to make the pasta for him, and so he must change his mind and must not force his mother in her illness to make the pasta for him. Move to the next page, please. Haris has realized his mistake and he has given up and he has changed his mind. Now he doesn't want his mother to make the pasta for him. Now see what happens in the next. That's like my good son. We will make pasta ourselves and you will serve it to your mother, his father said. Now his father told him to Haris that we together would make the pasta for your mother. It means because the mother is ill, his father decided that he and Haris would make the pasta for them and for their mother also, for the mother of Haris also. Hmm, I can't believe we are going to cook ourselves. But father, do you know how to make pasta? Now, this is the dialogue of Haris. Haris is so much surprised because always his mother makes a pasta for him and for his father. But this time the father was saying that he would make, together with the help of Haris, pasta for his mother and for them also. So he was surprised that how is it possible for the father to make the pasta? Because he doesn't know how to make pasta. Haris, in an animated voice, asked from his father. Animated voice means in excited voice, in an energetic voice. How is it possible that he could make the pasta for him and for the mother? No, although I have not made it before, we can download its recipe from the internet, replied his father. Now his father says that I know I cannot make the pasta, but let us download or take the recipe from the internet. And you know that on internet, on YouTube, recipes of every kind for every kind of food are available. Anytime you want to make anything, you can get its recipe from the internet. Now, recipe, what is the meaning of recipe? Recipe means certain instructions which are given for the making of a food. You would very soon in this page and in the next page also read the instructions or the recipe for the making of pasta. So recipe means the instructions which are given to make a specific kind of food. Okay, so his father says that I know I cannot make the pasta, but I just take the recipe from the internet or from internet or from the YouTube, if I say this, and then we will be able to make the pasta for us and for the mother also. Sure, father, I will do this for you, said Haris. Now Haris says, yes, father, you are right, and I would help you out in finding out this recipe from the internet. Let me search the recipe for the making of pasta from the internet and download. Then Haris searched the internet and downloaded the recipe. He listed down the following ingredients: pasta, boneless chicken, vegetables. Vegetables include capsicum, carrots, green onion, parsley, then ketchup, soya sauce, black pepper, salt, oil. So these are all the ingredients. Now Haris has searched the recipe from the internet and he has also found out the ingredients, that which ingredients means actually all those things which are added into a specific food to make it. Okay, these ingredients are actually the specific kinds of foods or things which are helpful in making a specific kind of food. So these are the ingredients or the foods which would make the pasta, like pasta, boneless chicken, vegetables, ketchup, soya sauce, black pepper, salt and oil. All these are the ingredients or the foods which can make a pasta. Okay, so he searched the recipe and the ingredients for making of the pasta. And who did it? Haris. They came to the kitchen. Haris read all the ingredients and his father took them out one by one. Now Haris and his father both came to the kitchen to make the pasta or to cook the pasta for them as well as for the mother of Haris. Now, who helps his father? Haris. Haris read all the ingredients. Haris reads all the ingredients before his father. Like he says pasta, his father takes out the pasta, and then he says boneless chicken. His father takes out the boneless chicken from the fridge or from where it was kept, and then he says the vegetables. Then he says ketchup. He keep on counting all the ingredients, and his father keep on taking out all those ingredients and leaving them on the counter just to make the pasta or cook the pasta. He keep on arranging them all those things in the kitchen so that they could make the pasta easily. His father first put the pasta into a pan of boiling water. Now let us see that how he's going to cook the pasta. I just shared the recipe with you of the making of the pasta. So see, his father is also doing the same thing. From this paragraph, you can see that how he's going to make the pasta or going to adopt the recipe for the making of the pasta. This is actually the recipe which we can see his father is sharing with you for the making of the pasta. Haris' father, what he does first, he first put the pasta into a pan of boiling water. Like you saw in the recipe, that there was a pan in which you could see the boiling water. Likewise, Haris' father has poured the pasta or put the pasta into the boiling water. Okay, and then Haris sprinkled. His father was boiling the pasta and Haris was going to marinate the chicken. He is doing what? He is marinating the chicken. Haris is marinating the chicken, like he has taken the boneless chicken which has been cut into pieces by his father, and now he is marinating it. Marinate means when you take the boneless chicken, like you saw in the recipe, the man. What was the man doing with the chicken, with the boneless chicken, with the pieces of the chicken? He first of all sprinkled some spices on it and even chopped garlic on it and onion on it also. Now there could be the variations. Different people do different kinds of marinations. Okay, now marinations. See, Haris' father is doing some other kind of marination, like Haris is only sprinkling black pepper and salt on the chicken. For the marination, Haris is sprinkling black pepper and salt on the chicken, on the boneless chicken. Then he added 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. Now he is also pouring ginger garlic paste onto the chicken for the marination and 2 tablespoon of vinegar, and what he also pouring 2 tablespoon of vinegar, and then he leaves it for half an hour. Remember, whenever you leave something for the marination, you leave it for some time so that the spices which you have sprinkled onto it, or if you have sprinkled some kind of paste, or you have poured or added some kind of paste like garlic and ginger paste into it, its taste could be developed into it. And all their flavors could be absorbed into the chicken so that it could be made very much flavorable and delicious. Okay, so this is why we do the marination. Okay, so what did Haris do for the marination, and what did his father did? His father boiled the pasta. Okay, his father, Haris' father, boiled the pasta, and Haris marinated the chicken. How he marinated the chicken? He sprinkled black pepper into it and added some paste of the ginger garlic into it, and also he poured some vinegar into it, and then he left it for marination for half an hour. Now please go to the next page. Yes, next his father sliced capsicum, carrots and green onions. Now, first of all, Haris' father boiled the pasta, and then secondly, Haris marinated the chicken. Now, thirdly, his father is chopping the vegetables which they are going to add into the pasta, like capsicum, carrots, green onions. These are all the vegetables which they would add into the pasta. Now, who is chopping them and who is making their slices or cutting them into pieces and slices? His father, Haris' father. Okay, Haris' father cut the slices or pieces of the vegetables like capsicum, carrots and green onions for the pasta. Once the pasta was boiled, he strained the water. Strained. The word strained. Strained means when you take out the water from some solid food. When you take out some liquid or water from some solid food, here strained means that Haris' father drained out water from the pasta which was boiling into the water. So when the pasta was boiled, his father strained the water from the pasta or took out the water from the pasta. Then Haris put the pan in cold water for a couple of minutes. Meanwhile, his father put 2 tablespoons of oil in a pan and put oil and all the vegetables in it. Now next what they do, once the pasta has been boiled and the chicken has been marinated, and then the vegetables have also been sliced or cut into pieces and slices, then Hari's father, what he does, he strained the pasta and he kept another pan onto a burner or onto a stove, and he poured or he put some oil into it just to heat it up. When the oil was about to be heated up, he also put some vegetables, those vegetables which he cut into the slices or pieces like capsicum, carrots, and green onions. He poured all these slices of vegetables into that oil which he put onto the burner or onto the stove. He simmered them. I used the term also simmered before while I was sharing the recipe of pasta with you. Simmered. This word simmered means when you cook some food on a low heat, on low temperature. Like many times you must have noticed your mother that they're cooking the food, cooking some kind of food at a low heat. Okay, so this is called what, simmering, or they are simmering the food. So he simmered them gently. He simmered them, it means he cooked the vegetables for a few minutes on a low heat or on a low temperature. Okay, simmered means he cooked the vegetables on a low heat or on low temperature for some minutes. And then when they were simmered, when all those vegetables were simmered, he poured them or he took them into a dish because they were ready to be poured into the pasta. Then he put the chicken pan and fried it golden brown. Now finally the turn of the chicken came. He put the chicken into a pan and fried it until its color was changed and it turned into, sorry, and it turned into golden brown. Now when it turned into golden brown, he put all the vegetables which is simmered into it. Father, look how vividly colored these vegetables are. Vividly colored. Vividly colored means when the food or the ingredients begin to look so much beautiful and bright colored while they have been cooked into something. Now, this is the dialogue of Haris. Haris was so much surprised when he saw that how the vegetables were looking so much vivid look, or they were looking vividly when they were simmered by his father and when they were poured into the fried chicken. His father gave him a smile. His father gave him a smile. Next, his father added ketchup, soya sauce, black pepper, and a pinch of salt. Now, other ingredients which he poured into the fried chicken or into all the simmered vegetables are ketchup, soya sauce, black pepper, and a pinch of salt so that pasta could be made more flavorable, delicious, and tasty for them to eat. He mixed all the things well, like the man in the recipe. I shared the recipe with you in the beginning. The man was also mixing them up, all the things. Okay, time and again he was mixing them up so that their flavor could be developed, so that their flavor could be developed and they could absorb the flavor of the spices into one another. Okay, so he was also mixing all those things well and left the dish to simmer for 5 to 10 minutes. Now together all these things he simmered, like the vegetables, the fried chicken, the pasta which he poured into it. Finally he simmered it for 5 to 10 minutes. It means he cooked it for 5 to 10 minutes on a low heat. Wow, it's looking so delicious. Can I have some? He inquired. No, no, little chef. No, because it was vividly colored. It was looking so much delicious after cooking. Haris asked from his father that can he have a taste, or can he have some to just to taste it? His father said, no, little chef. Chef means here cook. He says that no, little cook, not yet. Let us wait for our mother to come first. His father said smilingly. They were actually waiting for their mother also to be with them in their company, so that together they could eat it all. His father transferred the pasta to bowls. You can see this is a bowl. Okay, deep dish. deep dish of this kind and round shaped deep dish and round shaped dish is called of this kind is called what bowl. He transferred the pasta to bowls. Harris set forks on the dining table. Lastly, he garnished the pasta with parsley. Now his father poured the pasta into bowls, and Harris, what he did, he set the table, the dining table, and set the forks on it, and also he garnished the pasta with parsley. Garnish means when you decorate the food, okay? When you decorate the food with some kind of garnishing like parsley mostly is used. जिसको हम उर्दू में धनिया भी कहते हैं, धनिया. Green type of herbs are called what? Green herbs are called what? Parsley. So he garnished it with parsley. Meanwhile, his mother woke up to the lovely aroma coming from the kitchen. She was feeling better now. She walked out of her room. She was surprised to see Haris and her husband setting the table. Come, mom, food is ready, he said, pointing to the freshly cooked pasta on the table. She looked at the pasta and then realized the whole thing. She hugged Haris. It is the best day of my life, Haris said excitedly. Now, Haris' mother, who was on her bed when she smelled the aroma of pasta. Aroma means delicious smell of aroma. Delicious smell of pasta. She came out to the kitchen and she also joined them. She was so much surprised after looking at her husband, and together with her son Haris has made a very delicious kind of pasta. She was very much happy and she was surprised also at the same time. Haris was also very much happy, and he hugged his mother hugged him, and he told, "It is the best day of my life." Haris realized that really it was the best day of his life. Why? Because his father and he had also helped his father in making the pasta, and they made the pasta for their mother. So far, every time their mother was making the pasta for them, but now for the first time he helped his father in making the pasta, and actually they made the pasta for their mother. So they give a kind of care. Haris actually gave the care to his mother, and his father also gave the care to his wife. Okay, they actually gave a kind of kindness to her mother, or his father to his wife. So this was the thing which gave them a great satisfaction and great happiness in heart. This is how the kindness of their mother was returned, or the kindness of both Haris and their father was returned. Okay, when their mother became so much happy, their kindness was returned, and they also felt satisfaction and happiness because their mother, who was ill, was feeling so much happy and surprised after seeing the cooked pasta before her. So they all were very much happy. So this is how you can see that how the kindness could be returned. If you show the kindness to care to your parents, they would feel very much happy with you. Okay, and this happiness of your parents would give you very much satisfaction and give you happiness in heart that you have done something great for your parents. This is a message in it. And one more message which I can see here is that you should, before you enter into the kitchen, you must first of all learn the basics of the kitchen, the safety rules of the kitchen. Like you can see all the time, Haris is just helping his father. He's not cooking the food by himself. Like he's not cooking the food on the burner, on the stove. He did not boil the pasta. He did not fried the chicken. He did not simmer the vegetables. All these things were done by his father. Okay, only Haris was helping his father. Like he was helping his father in giving the ingredients to him, okay, or dictating the ingredients to him, and then he only marinated the chicken. He sprinkled the black pepper onto the chicken for marination and poured some chicken garlic paste onto it, and then he garnished. Finally, when it was made, he garnished it. Okay, so these are the things in which way he was helping his father, but he was not cutting the vegetable. You have read in this text that he did not cut the vegetables. It was done by his father. So this is a kind of safety rule for you to learn, that you should not do these things at this age because you are small now. You should leave these things for your elders to do. You should only learn them, that how they are handling these things, like how they are cooking the vegetables, how they are chopping them, how they are using the burners, okay, how they are handling the pan while they are making some or cooking some food or frying the chicken or frying any kind of meat. Okay, only you should learn them how they're using the burner. These this is the time for you to learn. Okay, and assist them or help them in some way in kitchen, like giving them some ingredients or helping them in sprinkling some kind of spices on the food or garnishing the food or setting the table for eating. Okay, setting the forks on the table. This kind of lesson also you can learn from it. I hope so you must have learned many of the key terms used here in this lesson. Let us see the last slide, what is there. I'm just asking some kind of questions from you. Okay, you would, sorry, let me share the screen with you where you can find the questions. Now here you can see the questions. Okay, one thing more, let me tell you one thing more. Many times you people feel that these questions are in our syllabus and there are so many questions, how we are going to answer them. These are not in your syllabus. Okay, many times I have told you that they are just to test your understanding of the text, that how much you have understood it. Okay, and to give you strong grip on the text so that the information, the instruction which you have gained from the text, it is left in your mind forever. Fine, these questions are just to aid you in this way. Don't take them as a part of your syllabus. Fine, like